Hello, Kevin Lemley with Lemley Law Partners. Going to talk today about driving with drugs in the car. Now, obviously, the best practice is to never ever do this, but if you are going to be driving around with illegal drugs, there are some things that will help you from getting pulled over or facing some serious criminal charges. So we're going to go over some of these basics, but it should be common sense, but everything that I'm telling you in this video is from real cases. So the first thing I want to go over is make sure all the equipment's working on the car. Double check this thing. Make sure the license plate is totally visible. It's not covered by some border. Make sure the brake lights are working. A lot of these cases have started when there was an illegal license plate cover or a tail light out. So we don't want any reason for that cop to pull over the vehicle for anything that they're looking at. On a related note, drive very carefully. Don't break any traffic laws. So obviously this should be don't speed. I can't tell you how many of these cases they start off with, well, the client was speeding 15 miles over the posted speed limit. Just keep it to the speed limit. Don't run a red light. Don't make sharp turns. Don't follow too close. Just drive nice and easy, nice and safe. The third thing is that car cannot smell like marijuana for any reason whatsoever. So Arkansas, unfortunately, the smell of marijuana gives them probable cause to search the entire vehicle. And it doesn't matter if you have a medical marijuana card or if mama was smoking in it, mama has the medical marijuana card, none of that matters. So even though we can have legal medical marijuana, it still doesn't let us smoke it and operate a vehicle. And since there's still illegal marijuana, any smell of it is going to allow the officer to search that vehicle. And so again, we've had a lot of these cases. They pull the client over for something nothing, just a routine speeding or kind of went through a stop sign. Then the officer walks up and goes, hey, the whole thing smells like marijuana, and then they start the search from there. So don't do that. Another big one is don't ever consent to the search for whatever reason. And we see this a lot. The officer gets there in the stop and he goes, hey, something's wrong here. I'm about to call in the drug dog. I'm about to search all this. If I find anything, it's going to be bad for you. You better tell me right now. Well, again, they're just lying to you. So you need to understand how this works. Whenever they pull you over for a traffic violation, which they've got to have some reason to pull you over. But when they pull you over for that, they've got about 15 minutes to complete the stop. Then they've got to let you on your way unless there's something separate that's going to give them probable cause that a crime is occurring. And you acting nervous is not going to do it. Him just going on a hunch, that's not going to do it. But they'll do everything that they can to scare you to get you to consent to a search. And the second you consent, everything in that car is fair game. And they do this the most with the drug dog. Say, hey, if you're not going to answer my questions, if you're not going to do this, then I'm just going to bring the drug dog out here. Well, great, let him. We've got a lot of great case law on that. We've gotten lots of cases dismissed that he didn't have any basis to bring in the drug dog, and it exceeded the time limit for the legal stop. So that's fine, let him do it. Just make sure that you never ever consent to the search. The last thing that we want to go over here is if they pulled you over, you haven't consented to it, but he's insisting on a search, he's about to get the drug dog out, or he's pulled you out of the car and he's about to just whatever, do not drive away. And if you drive away, that's a separate felony. It's called fleeing. And it's basically impossible to defend, number one. But number two, once he sees you fleeing, he's watched you commit a felony. Once he arrests you for that, he can search the entire vehicle. One of the hardest cases we ever had in our office was a drug case, and the client was pulled over, a valid stop, but then the officer unlawfully extended it. And he was going on a hunch based on the circumstances that there was going to be a lot of drugs in the trunk. And he was right, but it was illegal. And if the client had just gone through it, we would have gotten everything dismissed. But instead, the client decided to drive away, got into a high-speed chase, and then when they got him in fleeing, the search that was about to be unlawful was totally lawful, and the case did not turn out well. So whatever happens, don't drive away. Let them go through what they're doing. Let us deal with it later. Thanks.